Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, we got a recap of Love Island Season 3 Australia Episode 17. We have been waiting for this today. But before we unpack all of this drama, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. You like the video, smash the like button and drop a comment down in the comment section below. So I hope you got a chance to see the episode that was posted earlier. I know it's a little bit different, but I got to keep the YT people off my channel, if you know what I mean. I pinned it to the comment on that episode so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that episode was a little bit different than usual. I'm sorry, but I want to make sure I provide the content without any troubles. So I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But enough of that. Let's talk about what happened in episode 17. It was absolutely crazy. Crazy. Kind of like what Corey from Love Island USA will always say is, what the freak, right? So we're going to talk about what the freak happened in Love Island, Australia, Season 3, Episode 17 at the Casa Amor Recoupling. Let's jump into this. Okay, so Casa Amor Week has come, has went, and along with what's come and has gone is not this drama. We're going to talk about our boy Taku first. Oh my God, I didn't know what to expect. I gave my predictions in the episode yesterday. I think majority of them came true, but some of them, was a little off, but that's okay. We're going to talk about that too. But oh my God, can I say in this episode, I didn't need tissues. I needed a towel. I was shedding tears on everyone and everybody just about, except for one. But this is one couple that I was so excited about. I didn't know what Taku was going to do. I was like, please don't come by yourself. You're going to get dumped from the island. And I mean, if, like I said in my predictions video, if he wasn't 100% in with Michaela, don't lead her on. Do what you got to do. If it's not here in the villa, it's not here in the villa. Well, guys, as we saw in episode 17 today, look like Taku is trying to work on this whole little love connection with Michaela. I was so excited. I was cheering. I was crying. I was smiling. Whatever else you want to say came along with it. I was so excited for Taku and Michaela. Absolutely. And I also posted a little something about them on my Instagram post. So go over to Romance Review TV if you want to follow me on Instagram as well, because I post a lot of content over there. Love Island, Married at First Sight, everything that I recap, I post it on my Instagram as well. So go check that out. But oh my God, I was so excited about them. Because Taku was the only islander to begin Casa Week single. And in that time, he did find a connection with both Michaela and Aisha. Now, he had a rocky time, though. And after he and Aisha called it off, Michaela didn't want to be second option. Remember, I said that yesterday. However, in the end, Taku and Michaela recoupled. But only time will tell if they can turn their friendship into something a little bit more. And that's what I'm crossing my fingers for. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your reaction was when you saw Taku and Michaela come through that door. I know I was excited. Like I say, I was cheering, screaming, crying, whatever. I was good to see them together. So let me know your thoughts. Okay, there was definitely no surprise here with both Aaron and Jess. And hey, even though I knew that they didn't stray, I still cried. I love romance. That's why my channel is called Romance Review. However, I love the fact of how emotional they was. They were so excited to see each other. Aaron ran over to her. And oh, it was so awesome. So, of course, as we knew during their time away, neither Aaron or Jess strayed, and they both opted not to recouple with any of the new islanders. So, of course, they pretty much just stayed in their couple. They decided to stick. which left both of them thrilled and excited. And I know it left me thrilled and excited, and I'm sure it left you guys as thrilled and excited as well. So again, it was no surprise, but I'm glad they're back together. It was so romantic. I really love what I saw with these two. But we'll see how long it lasts, and hopefully they will. I don't see any bumps in the road so far, but we got to keep watching. So kudos to Aaron and Jess. Okay, so next up is Chris and Zoe. And as you guys probably remember, before Casa Week, they had just started their little budding relationship. And surprisingly, neither Chris nor Zoe strayed during the Casa Amor twist, and both embraced each other upon recoupling back together at the recoupling ceremony. I was actually shocked. They were so excited. Obviously, they had a connection, even though it wasn't as strong, but they're looking forward to build upon it with each other. So I thought that was really, really cool. I'm excited about them too. And Chris looked like he's really into Zoe. She definitely likes him too, but just his reaction when he came back into the OG villa and he saw Zoe, he was so excited to see that she was sitting alone, waiting only for him. So I'm glad that these two actually want to see where their connection can go. And I'm kind of excited to see where they can go too. I like this couple. I don't think they're going to be at the top, but it wouldn't surprise me that they're in the final four. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on Chris and Zoe, because look like they got a cute little something going on. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with them in future episodes. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, this is where it gets kind of hairy a little bit, and that comes with Lexie. So Casa Week was definitely an emotional roller coaster for Lexie, especially after seeing all those pictures and videos of Ryan kissing and getting to know the new girl, Taylor. Now, Lexie then explored some of the options she had in the villa as well. She did find a new connection with Ben, but revealed that she still needed some closure from Ryan, which I think he gave her plenty, before she could give him all of her. Sorry about that, guys. Now, Lexie was also very upfront at the recoupling. She told Ryan that she felt betrayed and that his actions has caused her a mini heartbreak. But ultimately, she did choose Ben. I still think there's a part of her that's stuck with Ryan, even though Ryan has pretty much, I guess, rode off into the sunset with Taylor. And we'll definitely talk about him next. But yeah, Lexie, I'm hoping that, Ben is giving her space. He's giving her time to process all of this because of the closure that she wants. But I think she needs to let that go. She probably is going to have some conversations. I don't know. We have to see in the upcoming episodes. But at this point, Ryan's made his choice. I think at this point, if she is going to talk, close the door, and see what she can pursue with Ben. That's all I can say with this one. It's unfortunate that it happened because it hurt her very deeply. But that's the problem. I wouldn't say a problem, but that's how this whole scenario goes on Love Island. It's a possibility that somebody can turn their head. So we've seen this happen a couple times. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what's going to go down with Ben and Lexie, and whether she's going to pursue that connection or will she remain stuck emotionally to Ryan even though he's moved on. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation that happened between Lexie, Ben, and Ryan. But we're not done talking about Ryan, so let's talk about him next. Okay, let's talk about Ryan. Now, while Ryan had been coupled up with Lexie before entering Casa Week, he quickly explored some of the options of the new girls in Casa Week and found a new connection with Taylor. One of the things that I find interesting that he mentioned is that the fact that there was more of a connection based on the fact of the age difference. So I don't know if there's something about her being immature versus Taylor not being immature, or what that meant, and maybe we'll get more context on that. But from the way it sounds, he found a more deeper connection that he felt would be better for him and what he's looking for. And it, I guess, superseded the connection that he had with, of course, Lexie. So I know it's painful. I mean, that's the thing when you sign up for a show like this, that and Temptation Island, there's a chance that the person who you either couple up with or come in the door with, they could actually end up being connected with someone else, but you give them that opportunity to do so. Now, did he have an option to stick? Of course he did. But he chose not to because of whatever he connected with Taylor. Now, I will say, when Ryan recoupled with Taylor, it was extremely awkward. But he went in there confident. I mean, he was like, hey, I know that this is heartbreaking for you, Lexie, but I got to make the best choice for me. I have to look out for myself in this moment. And a lot of the girls weren't too happy about that. But I can kind of see both sides. Yeah, the way he did this with Lexie, it was hard. Believe me. On the flip side, I would prefer him to not be with Lexie if he's not 100% into her. If he's not 100% into her, at this point, he's now leading her on. And that's not cool either. So it's best to do it early, get out of the situation, to find that connection that's a better fit for him. So I see her side where she feel like she's been played. I also see the other side that if he's not 100% sold into Lexie, don't stay in a relationship where you're not 100% there, and that he needs to not lead her on and move on. But I'm glad she found out now, instead of her continuing to build a connection with Ryan and then somebody else come in toward, just say, week 6, and then at that point her feelings are deep and his wasn't, and he turned his head at that point. So it's better for it to happen now than later. It sucks, but that's how this process works, and they both signed up for it, because it could have went either way. He could have been connected and she could have turned on him. Who knows? But let me know your thoughts on regards to this whole thing and how the recoupling happened with Ryan and Taylor. Okay, without further ado, let's talk about our favorite couple, which is Mitch and Tina. So as we remember, after escaping a 3-way love triangle with Emily, Tina, and of course Mitch, their connection had already been tested. Okay, so they kind of had their mini Casa Amor beforehand. However, during Casa Week, both Mitch and Tina stayed loyal to each other. They chose to remain single, meaning that they recoupled back with each other. And oh my God, he even said in Casa Week that when he sees Tina, he's going to run over and grab her and give her a big hug. And did he do that? It was almost like I was watching The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, Tina ran up and jumped on him and straddled him. And normally that's what happened on that show. That's why I said that. But anywho, yeah, it was, I was in tears. This is one of my favorite couples. I wouldn't be surprised that I would be surprised if they didn't win the Love Island Season 3 in Australia. When he opened that door, he looked and saw that Tina was still single waiting for him. He just bent over at his knees. He was so happy. And then he took off running toward her, and she took off running toward him. It was like, as Sophie said, it's like I'm watching The Notebook. I mean, it's like everything had me in tears. Like I said, I didn't even have tissues. I had a towel because I was soaking with tears. But it was so, so sweet to see these two excited to see each other. And I'm glad. I mean, Mitch was firm. Aaron was firm in regards to not kissing anybody, not touching anybody, being nothing. He wasn't touching, kissing, even in the challenges. They were 110% solid sold on both Jess and Tina. But as for Mitch and Tina, I wasn't surprised that they did stay together. We knew that was going to happen. So I'm so happy about them. They're my favorite couple. Let me know what your thoughts are on Mitch and Tina. Okay, dun 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 dun. It's time to talk about Courtney. So, Courtney, as we all remember, into Casa Week having just formed a connection with blue-eyed bombshell Nicholas. But after seeing footage of Nicholas kissing other girls, she quickly changed her mind and changed her tune and explored new connections in the villa, ultimately finding one with Noah. However, she was dead solid on the fact that Nicholas was going to come back with one of the girls, which he did have a connection with Brianna. Remember that? And I think he had a small connection with Ruby, but that didn't pan out. But Brianna was his biggest connection. But Courtney's intuition was wrong, and Nicholas returned from Casa Amor single, because he still wanted to pursue Courtney after all of that. And remember, I said that yesterday in the prediction video that his connection with Brianna was not that solid. Even when they were feeding each other strawberries, he said Courtney was still on his mind. So, unfortunately, because Courtney paired herself with Noah and Nicholas came back alone, he was left single. Nicholas was dumped from the villa. Now, I find it interesting that I don't know why he brought up the whole thing unless some pieces was edited out about him sleeping in a bed or sharing a bed with two other girls. And of course, the OG girls just laughed. They was like, oh, that didn't help you out. But for some reason, he tried to explain it as if they didn't have anywhere else to sleep, so he had to share a bed with them. I didn't get that part. It just didn't make sense, as if that was going to redeem the situation that he was in. But, Sophie told him, hey, you still, even after all that, you still had eyes for Courtney. And he was like, yeah, I was hoping we can build a connection. But I also knew that she probably saw what I was doing. He said all of it was in the challenges. It was nothing outside of the challenges. Guys, let me know if I missed anything. Was it all within the challenge or not? But that don't give him an excuse. Because, Mitch and, Aaron didn't participate in the challenges. They kissed cheeks and things like that. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting. Part of me, I was 50-50. I'm like, dude, this is what happened. You showed your behavior. But on the other side, after exploring the connections, because that's the other part of Love Island, is that you can possibly do the Love Island experience to see if the connection is strong enough to go back with the person that you're with. But in most cases, it looks bad because it's like, oh, I'm going to go over here and play around and then I'll come back for you. So it's kind of in a catch-22 when you do that. With Ryan, he did what he did. He explored a connection. He made a choice. Same thing when he chose, because Ari was a person he was partnered up with. That didn't work out. He moved on to Lexie. And now with Lexie, he moved on to Taylor. So my question is he satisfied at this point? Or is somebody else going to come in the villa and turn Ryan's head when it comes to Taylor? We'll see about that. But in regards to Courtney, she looked like she got regrets, because she realized that this man came back for her and she coupled up with somebody else. But, what did you expect? That's why they send these videos and these pictures, to get you to kind of think what you want to do. Do you want to stick a twist, So, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Courtney made a mistake? Should she had let him do the experience and see what happens and been okay with him coming back to her, or did Courtney make the right choice and stick and twist and go over to Noah to pursue that, and unfortunately dumping Nicholas off the island? So we'll have to see what happens in this week, because there's going to be some real interesting conversations happening. I'm looking forward to Taku and his relationship building with Michaela. I'm looking to see whether or not Ryan and Lexie are going to be back and forth with each other. It's going to be awkward in that villa with Taylor. I think we saw that Lexie is going to have some sit-down conversation with Taylor. And then what's the final conversation before Nicholas goes home? What he and Courtney is going to have a conversation about. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I'm trying to make sure that I have a consistent way for you guys to watch. So I appreciate you guys who are sticking with me. I know I got a couple of like, oh my God, why with this type of video? Well, YouTube is good at blocking. So if you want the content, I got to figure out creative ways for you guys to get the content, because I want to provide it to you. So just hang in there. We're halfway through the season. I try to give you the best that I can at the moment. If I can only give you what I give you, I'm making sure I'm providing the content. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sound off in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video.